Seriously, what is enhanced broadcasting? He keeps complaining at me. Do you want to go without enhanced broadcasting? Yes, but I don't know what it is. You know, if you told me what it was, then I would look it up and look at getting it. And that. I didn't contemplate doing crime sim today instead. But we'll crim tomorrow on the next stream, so we all fine and all dandy. I'm not sure how much we'll get done today. Maybe we're running out of plot, running out of side things to do. Which is why I'm massively over leveled for the most part. Unless they, dogpile certain characters. That fight with the the fake Emperor was ridiculous. With the blood spinners was ridiculous. Eesh. Let's start getting you guys going. Am I building you correctly? No idea. No idea. Well, let's give you some strength, because then you can get some points into other things. You have lots of coercion. Not much else, but a lot of coercion. So that's fine. I'll use some athletics. Mazurai. You know what? You have fantastic. I'm going to give you some strength to give you more punch. Lord of Xenos. I am a good guy who's good for athletics. One thing I could do is you can boost him up to make him good at athletics as well. Let's see, you. Maybe some perception? Get that stacked up a little bit more. The Imperium Law on the other hand is fantastic. Right. Time for you, Mr. Chumley Warner. Yeah, it's actually a bit embarrassing that your law for the Imperium is so weak. You are literally his agent. I could give her more ballistic skill. Go give her strength. This is actually a good thing to giving people more power armor. I really want power armor. Or a lot of people. I can't give you demolition. Your demolition is maxed out. It's time to fight. You have fantastic willpower. can have some awareness. Yeah, for Warplo. Go and miss. It's not really going to help much, but it could go miss. You are strength. Personify. I'm going to give you some weapon skills so you can like throw better punches. You can't have any more points in certain things because you don't have the skill for it. Yours be maxed out. Cavalry. I mean, strength wouldn't be too bad. She gets weapons punch, so makes sense. Wow, her medicate, huh? Let's just fix that. Ulfar. Yes, Ulfar. He's strong. He doesn't need strength. No, perception wouldn't be too bad. It's a trick. It helps him come down the turn order. That's great. Add some athletics, because you're going to be my secondary athletics dude if I have to go punch jumping over things. You don't need any more ballistic skill. You have got fantastic ballistic skills. Toughness gives me... What does toughness even do? Handy. She seriously, her awareness is too high to be affected by most things. You've a Lord God, you know, some willpower because you are negative for it. Let's see, do I need any more logic for this guy? How do you have more tech use? You have tech use out the linking thing. You don't need any more tech use. I don't think we're gonna come across anything that's gonna take it. Give you a minus 90. You have to find something that does a minus 110 just to have a chance of failing. I don't need her to have the ability to do much in terms of... Oh, to intelligence, give her a big wide booster. And all things, which is handy. She can't have any more warp law. Need some logic. Thanks to intelligence boost, she's getting some warp law anyway. And now for the important person. Me. Who can really just talk anybody out of anything. I need strength. It is a requirement. Do I need persuasion any further? I mean, I'm not sure anyone's going to be able to beat a score of 210, but... Well, hey. Right, strength. If I check out the fee... No. Advance power armor, where are you? Power armor. Carry weaponry, do weapon specialist. Flash external power block. Cool. Heavy armor, Wells. Power armor. Yes, we've done it. We have the proficiency. We have strength 45. We can indeed have... It is unlocked. We can indeed have power armor. It's daft considering I'm a sniper, but who cares? We are a noble member of the Imperium. We get power armor. Now let's see what we got for quests to do. Oh, Council, Death and Thieves. Go to the Dragonus of the Mistratum for the companion quest. Latest news. Also there. I don't even care if I don't do this. That's somewhere. Aqua System. Tenebris Aqua System. But we go to Dragonus in order to do his bit here. Okay. Colony management. Nope, for Kiwagama. Yeah, it's difficult for the Emperor. Not me. Wow, we can have that and get there. More stuff. That'll go shortly. Then we can look at doing the Aldari equipment, Wraith Lancer garments. Watch from above and the shelter, which is the Merciful Saviors feature. And give you a little complacency. See, Dragonus is done. Mevos is done. They might spawn more things for this, but that's about it. So the only last thing we gotta do is go talk out the over the Inquisitors thing, and then back at the Administratum place, and then go deal with I'm already here. Yeah, you may be a little not welcomed. But yeah, we hit this place up. You talk our people. So he's going with him. And then go finally deal with the world in question. Where does it go anyway? Let's go as I can go.
Let's seize the moment.
Oh, loading. Lance bike. Mate. Marshal Grogorus Strach. Marshal Strach regards the perfect prefect with an implacable expression. Out of the question, I will only speak about resolving the situation with the rogue trader directly. No intermediaries. As she speaks, prefect Vulture's augmented hands constantly fidget with tattered piece of paper that may have once been a report. But for how much longer might we have to wait for the rogue trader? 10 turns? 30? Thrice that? Time is an invaluable commodity. We currently have none. Esteemed Marshal, not to mention that decree RP 84-289 explicitly states. She stops abruptly when she sees you. The Marshal raises his chin. Rogue trader. Ah, the adeptus Arbite requests your immediate cooperation. The sacred tithe collected from the Kronos expanse is in danger. And you are the only one who can negate this threat. Judging by your face, I say that the matter must be grave indeed. Extraordinarily so. And there's no guarantee that we are not already too late. The prefect's glare bores in the Strach's firm, grim figure. Hold the expanse of the Blaze Road Trader. This is a state of disorder jeopardizes a critical strategic location, the planet Nephus, a clandestine world provided by Theodora von Valancius for the purpose of storing the teeth collected from the world's Kronos expanse. Strach's cheek twitches. At present, the planet is overflowing with sacred tribute, amassed over a course of decades. After we lost contact with every single ship sent through the Maw in recent years, the decision was made to cease all attempts to transport the teeth out of the expanse until the route is once more secure. It was for just such periods of the Maw's impassability that the storage world of Lithus was devised. The raspy voice of the prefect cuts across the marshal's speech. If I may provide certain details as per regulations prior to being sent on to this temporary depot, all teeth shipments were first brought to Dragonus. These deliveries were made using barges crewed by servitors, with the only people on board with the privilege of autonomous behavior being the key officers and an arbite. Arbitrator escorts. In other words, the location of both the system and the planet was strictly classified. A special pact was made with the Navigator House. Even I was not entrusted with the coordinates. Marshal looks straight at you. Given the scarcity of our resources, absolute secrecy is Nephus's main line of defense. However, we are detecting increased activity near the storage world's location. I do not want to do this, but I am quite plainly forced to ask for your help. Go to Nephus and organize the extraction of the Imperial Teeth to Dragonus for further safekeeping. These guys, they don't look like administrative people. The prefect looks at them and snaps her fingers. The fighters immediately make the sign of the Aquila. These are my bodyguards, members of the Fangs of the Expanse. They are here to demonstrate my willingness to offer the Adeptus Arbites whatever cooperation I can. Mercenaries. The Marshal spits the word out in disgust. Volta sighs. Gregoras, you know we need every fighter we can get these days. You have precious few people at your disposal, and every year, fewer still remain. The Adeptus Administratum regulations do not prohibit the employment of hired force. She meets the Marshal's fierce gaze with a calm composure. Increased activity. In other words, Sultan is very interested in locating a world brimming with the teeth, and is close to succeeding. The Marshal draws a sharp breath. Impossible. That would mean someone commanding vast resources of influence knows of its existence. We have no evidence that could support this conjecture. Considering the current state of the Kronos expanse, with pirates and Xenos roaming where they please, it's far more likely that the storage world was discovered by accident. You cannot hide from me. I have Yeleti here, who can see a flea do backflips across another flea's body from 1,000 yards. The hastiness of the Marshal's rejection of your theory is the best proof that he himself considers a deliberate search to be plausible explanation, but he seems unwilling to admit it, even to himself. And I hope that you have since drawn some conclusions about the importance of guarding your key worlds. The entire expanse is on fire. Your capital remains the safest place in Cronus. The prefect attempts to speak, but the marshal presses on, enunciating each word, and this is not open to discussion. Are you telling me that the thief from the entire Cross Expanse is being hoarded on Nephis? Sighs in anguish, enough to instantly turn anyone who captures it into a force more intimidating than the Catabalic Shadow Barons. A tempting prize, as you can see. Yes, those guys are, well off. More intimidating. If they can become more intimidating, it's a lot of power. That's a lot of wealth. And the entire Cronus Expanse, wealth is being massed in one spot. What do you tell about Lithus? I don't recall seeing it on any star charts. A fringe world of no value to the Imperium. By order of Lady Theodora, it was stricken from all astrological data. The Marshal grimly works his jaw as he looks away. His security was considered beyond doubt until now. Theodora had a whole secret planet in her possession, and yet no one cared to inform me. The prefect claps her hand. Lady Theodora was fond of secrets, and good at keeping them. You inherited those secrets when you ascended her throne, but there are so many of them, that apprising you of them all would be an impossible task, as it's determining the scope of your knowledge. That's an acceptable option, one with which we were prepared to proceed. The Decimus Stratum has requested mercenary troops of the highest caliber under extreme circumstances. The Lex Imperialis permits. Out of the question. There's a steely ring in Starcher's voice. In the Crows Expanse, there exists a strict separation of authority between the Adeptus Bites and the Administratum, as certified by the Von Valancius dynasty and formalized in the Lex Dragonus. Transport the thief to and from Lethus and maintaining secrecy is the duty of the Adeptus Arbites. Aside from the head of the dynasty, only we have the right to set foot on Lethus or know the coordinates. Such is the word of the law. Yeah, well, the Administrator would love to get their hands on this. The wealth of so many worlds. Whoop. The Marshal turns again to look at you. There is another reason. Under the present circumstances, only you can provide the necessary level of security for the Imperium's property stored on your world. The Arbites are too few, and our forces are stretched too thin, as we'll see to the stability of the thief deliveries from other worlds, prevent any attempts to disrupt that said stability. Thus we are humbly asking for your help. Hey! Reach Lethus. I will have the coordinates and passwords transferred to you. They are for your eyes only. Once you've arrived at the location, you will oversee the thief's transportation to Dragonus. We will meet the barges here and redirect them to secure vaults. I must ask that you hurry, your lordship, before all is lost. The prefect bows. I came here to discuss his reinstatement. I guess that's not happening. No, right now we're trying to stop the entire sector's wealth from being stolen. I'll take this. Don't worry. Ooh. Okay. Well, we had planned to go to actually do the actual, plot stuff, but we have to go beat something else instead. That's much more fun. It's kind of what's taking this chapter so long to complete. I am doing every quest, sub-quest, and side quest I can get my hands on. Then again, my security of my world is incredibly high because I have a floating platform, space station, protecting it. And that thing's optional. Reach Lefus. Let's see. If we go into there. Where's your squiggly line coming from? I mean, Dead Man's chest is here. I mean, the unidentified beacon. I think the thing there spat me out across the. Shot me out across the sector to here. Now the faster route was simply be to open that up and take a deadly course. I thought everything was supposed to be orange. We took damage. That's fine. Malgré gets bored in these strips anyway. And he's quite correct. Only a species as suicidal as humans would think to travel in the Immaterium with only a small shield protecting them.
Your execution is assured.
Ooh, they're on the bridge. These are all Nurgles. These are there. What about there? Your Bell's gun is really darn nasty. I think the bulk of them are down this center point. So there's mask with a plague bear over the back. Or maybe where the mass and the mask come from. Go. Rotate that way. I could just use this and do a puzzle show. I'd rather run him up and punch him.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Advancing.
Whee!
Quantum servitorization denied.
Nice.
Request approved.
Let's give me some extra points.
My vow is to serve.
Excellent, if they're both going after Pascal.
Taking damage to bulk.
Murders.
Oblivion approaches. Perfect killing strike.
I think there's a
I yearn for agony. Watch.
counter
Don't
stunning.
distract me.
Right. So I'll use him as a blockade there. He'll blockade that. Yeah, Agility. I need to get her somehow get her more attacks.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If I may.
Did there you go.
I understand your intent. I hear you moving. No more.
Ah! I got to dispatch. Right. What on earth are you? Yeah, I guess turn off. Let's go play with it.
If it serves your cause.
If he survives. On Heresy moves forward, throw the punch at Pascal, which doesn't work. Oh, you got hit.
High momentum.
You got hit. No! Also, I was about to wipe out everybody on the up here.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
I mean, I don't think I can min-rail to here, but
Isn't
I'll
this a
try.
job for the
Yeah, just go back to phone into this in a dead world.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Ooh. You got a melee follow-up. An immediate follow-up with I killed thee instantly.
I must not falter.
There's only 3 guys left.
Follow my lead.
Thankfully it's Ulfar for the most. Me. Oh wait, Ulfar so. Can't aim from there. Yeah.
No foe too great.
That's the move. My bad.
By the wolf's eye, perish! I will carve runes out of your bones!
Nicely done, dude. Double tap. Nicely done, hero.
With purpose.
Weapon at the ready!
Yeah, no, not to worry about that, mate. We were stomping them. I expect another wave. That's why he's gonna stand there and kick this guy.
Our foes reek of cowardice.
Oh. Or not. Is that it? Hardly what I'd call deadly. Or am I just that powerful? So how do I just like leave? Could I barricade that also? Seriously, I don't get off this map.
Entertain me. My prey awaits me.
We're just gonna go to the map.
They say I have a magnetic personality. That certainly explains why I keep attracting trouble.
No, that was easy. Sir, I got wounded, sir. That's fine. We slaughtered everybody else. Thank you, sir. I ended it with an ultra kick. I think half of them died. You can use a point to make it dangerous rather than lethal. I mean, but I thought one of the things I got was made it so that all my routes were always orange. I just have money. Money, 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 money. Money. Stars of Titus. That's supposed to be Martian. Space dust, coast to coast. Let's see. Janus. Right. Cosmologic mission. Oh, yeah, I want this. I want the There's still dangerous Xenos in my future. Namely guys made of metal. And they are dangerous. By all accounts, they're probably one of the more dangerous factions for the Imperium to fight. Because they don't die very easily. Nothing here. Head to Lefos immediately. Checked out every other planet but Lefos. Any extractiums? I can't figure out where to buy any. Excellent. Before we do that, I want to repair the ship. Lord Captain, we are now in Lefos orbit. The ship has been successfully exchanged access codes with Deptford Arbite's outpost, but their landing pad is unavailable. The shuttle pilot is already calculating the closest possible landing point. Oh wait. The Voxcast is interrupted by a crackle that turns into a ragged ultrasonic hum. A moment later, the connection returns to normal. 10 tech police are determine the cause of the malfunction immediately. The investigation is already underway, Lord Captain. The incident did not affect the security of our Voxcast. It seems more akin to reciprocal auger scanning. There appears to have been an intrusion into the data stream, one that was executed using the Dynasty's secret codes. I can only assume that we have encountered additional security measures installed by Lady Theodora. Why is the landing pad unavailable? The augers are detecting foreign objects in the way, possibly cargo containers. Time to go down. He has to come with us. We haven't got any melee guys here. Big kicks. These are melee, so yeah, that's well that works. Yeah, that'll work. Well, actually, no, we have melee guys. We don't have any good. My best melee guys, which are Abelard, and my dear Dark Eldar, Marazai. Right. Rob everything. Paint nailed down, pick it up. Select take the steel on all sides. Something is scratched on the lid. 5 tons of the finest slip.
Venture forth.
He's down there.
Requesting permission to rescue valuable technology from this maw of entropy and cesspool of violated storage regulations.
Pascal, you are the last person I would want to try for stealing the tithe. Only the rogue trader, due to his unique status, has the authority to remove anything from this planet.
Yep. It's my planet. Who is that? More shadows from the riven sky? They sure dress nice. Hey, is that an arbitrator? Arbitrator? Oh, an arbitrator be here. They're all holed up in their outpost, and this bunch has crawled out of the dump. Waltz will deal with them. You can smell them. Smell a fake. Move it, the captain will decide your fate. I am literally the ruler of this world.
Let's see this through.
This is my world. That's a lemon rust. Yoink. So much of death. Count Waltz, do I take the oath now? I swear to never abandon the comrades in arms. And have you ever been under fire, soldier? No, Captain. Here's your oath, then. Go, stepchild of the Imperium. Become bones of the foundation of this new truth. Okay. I'm gonna have to do horrible things to you. A man steps forward. The hideous burns on his head make it look like a ball of molten wax. The pupil of one of his eyes is clouded, but the other eye is sharp and alert. I heard a shuttle, and here you are. Not a thief, not a clerks, but guests from the riven sky. The chance we've been long been waiting for. Well, these guardsmen refer to you as a captain. I do not know by whom or with what right that rank was given to you, but it means nothing to me. Every living thief unit must be commanded by a sergeant. Where's yours? I need them to take us to the Arbite's outposts. Our sergeant? We strung up our sergeant. The Arbites gave him to us. They serve the riven sky, and nothing comes from the sky but evil. The guardsman's one eye studies your squad intently, as if calculating something. Swarman turns to you and comments in a flat voice. Murder of superior officer, desertion of living thief quarters, defamation of Adeptus Arbites members. More than enough for a verdict. You say about everything. Who are you? Self-proclaimed Captain Waltz, a stepchild of the Imperium. As we all are here. A living thief abandoned to its fate, and a deaf world veteran who ended up amongst recruits by mistake. And you admit to murdering your commander so easily. Commander? No, the enemy. He was hiding the truth from us, and prevented us from taking action. His death opened the way for freedom, and made us realize there's nothing up there. We are on our own. You better explain immediately what the warp is going on here. Our illusions were shattered. The Arbites brought us here and left us to rot. For years we waited for our chance to die heroically in the name of the Imperium. Until we realize the Imperium is gone. All there is the riven sky. A warrior is robbed of his right to perform feats in battle akin to a caged beast. First, it's madness that gnaws at his heart. Then, it's Mordecai, the bringer of death. What makes you think there's no Imperium? The revolting semblance of a smile appears on his melted face. Look around you. Everything you see here was a thief. A sacred payment to the Imperium. And what became of it? Why did they ever travel to other worlds? Never travel to other worlds as we were being promised. Why are we starving here instead of doing battle among the stars? Because there's nothing there. That's why. You saw my shuttle arrive with your own eyes. Where do you think I came from? The Riven Sky. You children of the Abyss like to toy with our minds. You keep bringing in new garbage here, dumping it on our heads, all just to maintain the feeble facade of your lies. And you keep talking about the future that will never come. Enough. What is the Riven Sky? Do not try to fool me, the Gallman chuckled. We both know the truth. The Riven Sky is the abyss that has devoured everything outside by primordial darkness. Sometimes the sky sends people, but they're imitations. Shadows wearing human skins. They don't know that they don't exist, but I see right through them. They come from the steel star with the scarlet overseeing eye, from your ruler's throne. If the Imperium doesn't exist, who feeds you? We break the containers open and we get our own sustenance. At least food we have here is real. Your minions, the Arbites, toss us some rations, but that aren't enough for the whole regiment. There are too many of us now. Destruction of the sacred tithe, unsolicited reproduction, repeated defamation of the Arbites. I revoke your right to beg for mercy during the arrest. Fine, you got me. I am from the Riven Sky. What's more, I am its ruler. At last, the puppet master has decided to face me. How does it feel to look into the eyes of the last loyal sons and daughters of the Imperium? Don't answer that. I can see all the hate and greed eating you up inside. Me? No. We need each other. Only together can we take on the Riven Sky and its emissaries. First we take out the Arbites. Then we fly to the steel star in the sky. There we'll strike down the false rulers and begin our restoration of the true Imperium. Well, I need to get to the Arbites outpost. Of course you do. Where else? I know the way. I dream of their little fortress at night, overwhelming in the flame. The avenues of approach, the adjacent high ground, the shelters, they are all burned into my mind because of how often I think about that place. The stepchildren and I will arrive there very soon. I will raise the bloodied head of the false law on a spike and destroy the illusion of that the Riven Sky has any power left in it. Then the other Guardians will join me, and our march towards the stars will begin. Conspiracy to murder the Arbites, sentence is death. Further questioning would be pointless. Rodrigo. Yep, no matter your numbers, you will never take the Arbites outpost. Face breaks and smile. Ah, I'm sure that's what you think. You have one of the law dogs at your side. So you are their commander, emissary of the Riven Sky. With you as my hostage, the Arbites will open their gates to me without a fight. Lie, stepchildren, we don't need the rest of them. Well, you're all dead.
Our attention.
Can I take your tank? Seriously, anybody silly enough to get close enough to these guys is an idiot. Also, you didn't ambush me, so I can move around. No, seriously, you didn't ambush me, I can move around. Ulfar doesn't care. You can stand next to Ulfar, he doesn't care.
Is that mandatory ocular augmentation?
Oh, cool. Oh, he just went to come down for no reason. I got some health. I mean, all I got, but I got
As
health.
the tactical imperative dictates.
goes shooting. Yep. I can see you over here, so
The scriptural prognosis is
favorable.
request approved.
Oh, well, enough.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
So these guys have gone nuts.
Request approved.
He got shields as blocks.
Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. We're
This
gonna take him.
helium is beneath me.
I think. Alright. Captain, I'm not liking my chances.
Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves your cause.
Yeah, I should really have done this first. Alright, let's pick some behind my.
I understand your intent.
Let's make it quick.
Well, the guy's been running around all over the place. His damage resistance is so high.
Does not become prey.
Alright. So, who am I shooting next?
So shall it be.
It's like, I did that. Now I just do... take a step forward. And then kick. Because it counts as an attack. Blip. That, knock that down. Overwhelming
None can
strike.
do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
See, as long as I do a different attack each time, it counts.
So shall it be.
You missed.
Cubs play. So it shall be.
Ah, you missed twice. But your fiend stacking also is fine. Potion too. Dodge reduction. Yeah, I see. Yeah, not sure which one's better to be honest. But yeah, these guys are idiots.
Arbitrators are made of plasteel.
Yeah. Also, I'm a shotgunner. Right. Well, let me just clear my throat. Bite.
Glato, we're undertaking this task.
Nice. Oh yeah. So defense, shield bashy.
I'll take it as a priority.
I see.
Understood.
More fury, more anger. Ooh, cool main shot.
Accepted.
Well, high chance I'm gonna miss both, that's fine. Oh, seriously, you guys are like,
I'm not accustomed to another foe painted black.
right, you don't want to be stood. Stood anywhere near her.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me?
Hail
If you
fam.
insist, Lord Captain.
Have another attack. Actually, it's fine enough if we get this off.
By claw and fang, the foe will be torn asunder.
I believe I fired the single shot last time, so
Die in disgrace.
Oh, let's get all sorts. I can then activate this again for another attack. What makes this guy is the fact Nash Milton so dangerous? Because he can just keep chaining attacks one after the other. I could give someone a finest hour. Oh, that'll pin down.
If I may,
Bit of pain, but it's fine.
I will carve runes out of your bones.
Also a mistake.
Wow. Ow. Hey,
Easy.
you.
That's how it's done.
Really? Why'd you shoot? You don't need to shoot. You're fine.
They won't expect this.
Firestorm. Heroic.
I'll
Anyone who
show
can shoot
you
there will shoot
why
there.
navigating
Shots everyone like, hello, head attack. And then one jumps for cover. Are they float
I
firing?
know what to
Yes.
do.
Good.
I won't do that.
Can't see him. Watch, I use all my movement points.
I said, so done.
Point blank, mate. Point blank.
Let's set this in motion.
Do that with the bonuses.
As said, so done.
Some people are going to die very quickly. I mean, I could just do a hot wild hunt. Yeah.
For the dynasty. Done and done.
One dead. Two dead.
That is how it's done.
Three dead. I'm sure that's Pascal because he went bleh.
My vow is to serve. Your desire condemns you.
You missed.
out of my way.
It's not exactly, yeah.
I approach the designated position.
Oh, there's one guy down there still.
If I must,
Ah, I didn't quite kill him.
this tedium is beneath me.
I need like a more shots.
I am not your Zeus pet monkey.
Wow, you missed.
I understand your intent. You will pay an even greater price.
I cannot get up there. My character is too big. Too strong.
So it
Oh,
shall
wait.
be. Die in disgrace. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument.
And I am only slightly insane.
Play.
Should There's an improvement over most people in the Empire.
See how the wolf succeeds. I will carve runes out of your bones.
I am just. I'll be able to reload this time. By doing that, you can't hit your ability.
None can do this better than a warrior.
I'm out of bullets. Oh well.
Waste of time. The guilty will fall.
Yep. Wow, we're gonna try to orchestrate Firestorm again.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Ooh, I'm too close, can't see her. Unusual predicament.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Get back
Isn't
in the
this a
void.
job for the serfs? I'm afraid not. I have read tomes of military tactics.
First my attack.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'll put that on him.
If I may.
Let's do a dispatch. Actually, that's basically we can guarantee the kill.
I am
What
not your Xenos.
a touch of damage.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Excellent. Now dispatch him.
Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Metshakei!
Let them take the tank. The sky shall fall. Solomon casts a grave look over the battlefield, then turns sharply to you. Change your tactics. We must cut off all points for their reinforcements. See those cables and counterweights? They're what keep the containers suspended. We get rid of the counterweights, and the container will fall and block the passages. Activate the shells loading system and the cogitators and hold off the enemies. Choose who will man the tank. Do not look at me, Atarveta. This machine may have been blessed with the proud name of Lemon Ross, but it is too small to fit one of the Emperor's angels. I am a bit beefy. Command one of your own kind, Elentark. The Battle of Outcast has taught me much, but you may keep the secret of controlling your primitive machines to yourself. Oh well. Pascal, you're the best candidate. This statement is true in the majority of circumstances. I hereby initiate the right of mutual identification with the spirit of this machine. The best person who can control a piece of machinery is a tech priest. Can't wait to destroy. Free. I can't reload right now.
If it serves your cause.
Plus side, she has a fantastic spot to shoot people.
Let's make it quick.
Well, goodbye everybody on that. I have fired a sacred bullet. I have made meat out of people. Tank village. Probably the only guys who actually hurt the tank.
That's all you've got.
You use the anti-tank shell on the guy that's not a tank. Step up behind him. Nice, use his cover! So I need to use the Sacred Cogitator to reload the tank shell.
Hold on.
Then we shoot everybody around it.
Let's make it quick. As said, so done. I know what to do. Let's set this in motion. As said, so done.
Oh, I didn't kill him. A little portrait.
Costly mistake.
Not that one though.
I know what to do.
Here we go.
There we go. There's a lot of them, but they're not particularly strong. I ain't gonna turn yet.
If I must.
You must.
If it serves your cause, I deal death with my hands. I will not. Stop trying, monkey.
I always try.
I am not your Zeke. I hear you moving. No more.
That was time you make. Ah, Ulfa. This doesn't even count the things though.
Corpse
Answer me.
I hunger for battle.
I can't need to be closer. Turn them hitting me is slim. Mostly because these guys are all in the way.
Disgrace.
Switch them with gun. I have the flamer. These guys are really pretty much in the spot for the flamer.
See how my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. So it shall be.
What does Wayland have
None
this?
can do better than a warrior of the All-Father. The wolf is on the hunt.
I don't have any action points left. Whoops. Yep. It's fine doing another flamethrower strike.
Wolves rage.
Wipe out a chunk of people. Next turn I use. Wait, press the button. Ow. A lot of damage to the Lemon Rust.
One of us would be enough.
Apprehend him, Gato.
Let's test our skills, Galato.
Put him down for now.
The order is clear. Understood.
Alright, can I get you from where I am? Stood? No. Doop, 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 doop.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I press button now. Excellent. That's back up to load again. And now there's some bugs with the cable. I mean, we can just keep flame throwing for a bit.
So it shall be. I will carve runes out
That guy
of
got
your
barbecued.
bones.
I wonder where the kick? No. And now for her actual turn.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Yeah, it might cause a bit of damage to me, but if I put this all the way over here,
Isn't this a job for the scholars?
yeah, when coming through here, that's walk through this spiral of death thingy. Hopefully, a second shot here will take this thing down. This. I mean, if he survived, it would be squashed by a crate anyway. Their only strength is that they can run in and attack the tank. The anti-tank shell charges. Because their weapons aren't going to do anything to it. Suppose I should sprint you well over there and go press the button. I'll use all my points up. Well, that was silly.
Done and done. As said, so done. Forward.
Fire grenade. Wow. I had chance of inflicting fire on them though.
That's how it's done.
Let's make it quick.
No, I should use the other one.
Help me, Lord Captain.
Here we go.
Hold on for shooting your people. I'll see when I'll move over up here and flamethrower shoot this so it keeps damaging it. The next tank shot shall take it out.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
So one of those weird missions where you gotta take out. No, they'll have infinite infantry until you take out their That's not really fair, 'cause they just jumped out of nowhere.
This tedium is for me. I deal death with my hands.
You don't have a shot. Get it with your hands. That one's not really starting to kill. She hasn't got enough little counter shot thingies to actually get the. Oh, I can do this one again. Excellent. All fire's still going to move all the way out here because I don't want to get caught up in the fire. The impending tank shell.
Challenge you, damn it. Disgrace. None can do this better than a warrior of the All So shall it be.
It's like, it is literally a case of how many shots can we stack up in one attack.
Comes play. Wolves red. So it shall be. My hand is thunder. My
It
strength
doesn't do a lot, doesn't do a lot of damage, but
Our foes reek of
I am
cowardice.
just a giant wall, and
Wolves red.
go away. I don't want to get any closer because that's gonna fall. I don't want to get squished or hit. Like those guys. I mean, the number of kills we got is fantastic. Not quite enough damage. He might get up soon.
Arbitrators are made of plasteel.
I actually made a flesh and bone, but I'll let you have that.
Leto, we're undertaking this task.
Happened.
One of us would be enough.
Now I want my own cyber mastiff. That one.
Moving into position.
So as long as it ain't some damage, it doesn't really matter. And that's the important thing about this. It needs to do damage.
The order is clear.
Protect. Back on load, standby. Just go for it, dude. Fill your bridges. Cassie is probably the most dangerous person in the room.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. That is foolishness. Me.
I thought she'd happily only give this
If you
stuff too far away.
insist, Lord Captain.
So it shall be. None can do this.
Let's get rid of you. Ah, not quite enough to get the job
So
done.
shall it be.
How unfortunate. Right, yeah, that's the case then. Anybody who can shoot, go for it.
Paint your death in colors. Don't frighten me.
That was the case of anybody who can still shoot, kill it.
Do not dare ask.
Alright.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Another foe painted black.
I'm gonna go over here and push the button.
One
But,
step ahead.
yeah, I'll just get the tank ready. I want more tank. I would love to have a more tank. I would really love to be about 50 feet away from where I'm currently standing.
Let's set this in motion.
He runs! The month Lord of the Darkness runs for us.
Costly mistake.
No, Lord of the Darkness doesn't want to be squished.
expect
Rapid fire.
this. As said, so done.
The points for normal, like, just keep
Set this in
firing
motion.
this.
One and done.
That's one person still alive. And that's this guy over here. Even if you guys run through the thing, you're about to be squished. I don't just mean by the fact they've got a tank.
The navigator's might.
Slashing claws. You're just like, I won't come in and shoot. Just a little bit, don't I? I be twiddling my thumbs. Good shot though.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Shame, we're gonna
That is beneath me. If I
not quite enough points to get him with the one shot and dead. Can I look onto this? No.
you cannot force me, Elantak.
Eh. No, I dare say you can't.
Hungry come.
But I can get close enough with Wolf. Yeah, do some damage.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Blocked it.
So shall it be.
Ow. I did not do anything.
None can do this. I will cut roots out of your bones.
Great, so I got the one percenter. Oh, the container's dropped. Well,
Hold
what
the
they say?
formation.
Finish him.
Let's test our skills, Glato.
Dead. I want to shoot the tank.
Emperor, give me strength.
And you know what? Immolation. Hey, we have cut off all avenues of thinking. Dear God, there's a lot of points. Alright. We just want one of these, so. Hot shot las pistol. Enforce flak. Enforce flak. Okay, so. I have all the wins I want, so. There was a few people. There may have been a few people in this fight. Ooh, different, yeah. Someone else has got, well, where's something different? Efficient armored body glove. Hmm. Still going. Let's see. His key. Okay. It's a sword. God, if I don't get a few holes out of this, it'd be great. Awesome. Alright, any chance I'm gonna have to poke some, do that again for anybody else? No? Great. And I'll take your melter charges. And a shield. But most of the melter charges. And now, how can I drive the tank? I don't think they'll let me drive the tank.
Forge ahead, never linger.
Boo. Ooh. There's stuff down there. I don't know if I get back up again, but I wanted to go for it. Actually, we've got to save first. After doing all that, I did to say thief protection, but when we just murdered some thief, some of the said thief, but that's fine. It's defective. Untie the blade.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Deaf him. Ooh. That's not something down there. That's a case of a thing there. Oh well. We have goods.
Stay sharp.
Open. Open sesame. Ooh, there's something left over
Keep
here.
your senses keen.
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
Bring something back to me. So all these guys were Imperial teeth. Then instead of, they was told they were, oh, we're going to ship you off to your fight for the Imperium. Any key? I found an old key. Really?
Let's seize the moment.
Some more hollow things which I can use. And a backpack. A Voxlog. I lost my unit. I've been wandering this infernal cargo maze for full days now. Come on. Come in. I've lost sight of the smoke. I can't tell where I am now. I did find a container packed with delicacies, though. Something called roe, which is the eggs of actual genuine fish. All in the silver capsules. Vacuum sealed. There's enough food for a whole company here. Maybe that is just Bond. Willed you out. He still didn't come. Oh yeah, because he didn't join the rebels. There's stuff over here, but I don't know how to get over here.
Onward to victory.
That's as we can get. So we must have to go up and then come back down again. Somewhere else. And I'm not seeing a path. Unless there's no, when I went over here, I didn't see a way to jump down to there. There's an Imperial statue there. So I must have to operate something up here. Something up above. To then make the path drop down below. Ah, here's the Arbites.
Venture forth.
Operators stand ready. Protocol RT-091. We have important visitors. Are you in charge? Protector Adrina Jaeger. Outpost TM-255. Greetings, rogue trader. woman hailing you could hardly be called ancient, but it seems her life has been arduous enough to turn her hair grey well before its time. Protector Solomon Amphar, in a cursory inspection of the site has revealed serious implement properties in the custody of the Retief. Report the extent to which damage exceeds the margin of error. According to the last report, the losses have not yet exceeded the acceptable value set by the Administratum. The new inventory will show you how well we have done in securing the sacred teeth. Would you like to see the numbers? Not right now. I can see that you follow the protocols. The Marshal will judge the results of your mission according to the proper regulations. Both protectors nod curtly. Why is your landing pad blocked? I fully apologize for this on behalf of the Adeptus Arbites. We have been forced to stockpile shipments of weapons and explosives within the walls of the outposts to keep living teeth from getting them. I was attacked by guardsmen. Throne's blood, more losses among the living teeth. Now, Potato rubs her temple wearily. I almost got killed and you're worried about the damage to your teeth. The damage to the teeth is real, while your death remains in the realm of speculation. Oh, and are you able to speculate how likely the following development is going to occur? The Road Trader sends this instant lawman to the most forsaken planet there is, where she will guard the dust at her feet for the remainder of her life in solitude. The teeth taking damage, I am aware of that. However, we cannot afford the operation to capture and eliminate the insurgents. That would cause losses among the arbitrators, which would be catastrophic in our current situation. We barely have enough people to stand watch and man the planetary defense weaponry. So where do you suppose they use the containers loading systems? We are forced to keep order only where we can. For the time being, cargo loss is still within the Administratum's normal deterioration. Given the secrecy of the planet, number of arbitrators, competitors of them all, the current supervision is optimal. It is not up to standard, unless it's put in mildly, but neither we nor the Administratum can provide more. She's right, Road Trader. What you're witnessing is unless at forced measures. I was tempted to tweet the top one, but thank you, Road Trader. You says above all, and it's good that meet someone who understands that. Now, on to the purpose of your inspection. The authenticity of the Administratum and the Adeptus Arbites authorizations have been verified upon your vessel's certification. I am aware that this is not a social visit. To speak plainly, why has the head of the dynasty come here in person? The eagle lifts her gaze at the foul skies of Lethus. So that's how it is. So many years. Understood, Road Trader. We'll begin loading immediately. There's stuff here that could have been used a long time ago. You gotta be able to get dying because bits are falling on them. "7 days passed. Lord Captain, your shuttle pilot reports that due to the loading activity, it is no longer possible to keep the shuttle on Lethus' surface. There is a risk of collision with the cargo handling mechanisms. The shuttle will remain in orbit until it can safely land at the Arbite's outpost and take you aboard. I apologize for the inconvenience, Road Trader. If there's any consolation, the loading process is nearly complete. Only a few more formalities remain. In particular, we need the teeth inventory. The clerk Tertus Quart has it, As much as it offends me, I must ask you to return to him to the outpost. That said, retrieving the inventory about the clerk will also suffice. Why don't you fetch him yourself? Our laboratories are busy remotely monitoring the transport protocol. No one leaves the outpost alone, which means we would have to form a unit. And that in turn means that the lone process will stop. I mean, I would never ask a rogue trader to run an errand for me, but I am doing my best to streamline the process. The process is questionably streamlined. According to initial data analysis, these laypeople demonstrate a sufficient efficiency ratio under 38.4%. 45%. It's easy to judge for one who has not had to rot here through long years of waiting and miss dust storms, predators, and madmen worse than a beast. Yet we survived, and we continue to do all is possible and impossible alike, using the strength of the few that yet remain on this world. Esteemed Migos. Yeah, be careful, he'd take you apart. The section that the Quartz is currently taking inventory of is not far from here. We have blocked the passage so that the living thief does not bother the scribes. I'll clear the way for you now. Hardly, but I can give a brief resume. Like our scribes, Quartz is personally selected by the prefect to maintain the inventory. He is meticulous, efficient, and incredibly committed. I saw him on several occasions, and he was always immersed in his work. Perhaps even obsessively so. First line of defense is secrecy. No one knows coordinates of this world except the Marshal. And now you. The second is the automated defense and the communication system between the warehouses. Each arbitrator is responsible for their own sector and keeps it secure. That is also the last line of defense. Provided by Theodora von Valancius at the request of the Adeptus Arbites. The bowels of Lithus are packed with cyclonic bombs. Manufactured at a special order on Kiva Gamma. In the event of imminent loss of the world to an enemy attack, we will trigger the Oblivion Directive and completely annihilate the planet. The thief is paramount, it can't be allowed to fall into the wrong hands, and we are working to go down with it to prevent that from happening. At the same time, the threat of that explosion will also help herd the undisciplined living thief onto the barges. Some of the recruits may be less cooperative now, but telling them about the bombs will soon bring them to their senses. For many years, Rogue Trader, when I first set foot on Lithus, my hair was like a raven's wings. And there was a stupid certainty in my head that I would be here for a dozen cycles at most. Thankfully, Lithus has beaten the rotten habit of hoping and making plans out of me and taught me to be patient and humanity instead. Something resembling anger sparks in her lifeless eyes. Thief collection is a sacred pillar and a sign that the dominion of the Imperium is strong. Whilst worlds would think that they were free of all obligations and use the resources of their own needs. But they feel compelled to pay the thief again after the maw reopened? Of course not. There will be unrest, riots, disorder. That's why it is important to collect the thief at all times, regardless of circumstances. Yeah, but it's a pointless task though. Like pushing a boulder up a hill. You can do it 100 times. But unless it actually moves somewhere, it will never actually go anywhere, do anything.
Marching
Let us
ahead.
see what I found.
Ooh, I found something. Pascal, open that for me.
The machine gun grants me insight.
Warrior armor. And scope shotgun. Nice. Right. Okay. Map. Ah, a little tiny purple thing. A ring. Nice. There's some nice goodies here. I'm guessing we can now progress to new places because the map has opened up.
Stay sharp.
It took 7 days to open this stuff, you know? Yeah, Dragon Tales here will be moved. I did say we'd have to trigger something to rearrange the map. So they opened. That leaves. So where we want to go is down here.
Forge
My
ahead.
warp sight
Never
reveals
linger.
something.
Sounds like please. I said disarm it, not run into it. Hey, more stuff. Open the latch.
Registering a violation of the standards of interaction.
Pascal saying, "Don't you dare touch it." Nope, I'm doing it. Ooh, retinal analytes, that's an appetite type gear. And a servo gauntlets. Ooh. By 10%. Nice. Both rather useful, nice things actually. That's more your style. That's two-handed weapon, but it's a one-handed style. Yeah, a lot of these hammers. Saws, things like that. Where are the shotguns? There we go. Saw pattern shotgun. That's a better shotgun. Get go. Alright, shotgun. Combat shotguns. Scope shotgun. Yeah, that's 35 to 40. So that's slug shot. I think it's for long range shooting. Nope. Better shotgun. More damage.
Everything here is seeping pale green. This color, it strangles me like a chain around my throat.
Yeah, I'll do that. Huh, that's for the ecclesiarchy.
Nothing can catch me off guard.
Centuries
Rub it
of
over.
service and practice.
Death. Judging by the markings, some guards went up inside by mistake. And by the dents, they didn't get out.
A space wolf never fails in their duty.
Ooh. Coffin Maker's Sledge. Power hammer type weapon. Nice. Can we get to the Medicaid? We can now.
What a shameful failure.
And here's your eyes. Soon as the bees. That's not going on a container, some kind of creature howling, trying to scare us away. I didn't read that completely, but okay. What did Pascal say? Regular familiar imperial symbol? That's not the. Oh, that's me, I said that apparently. Some kind of creature howling. Is it trying to scare us away by screaming, or is it calling it to its own kind? What in earth is part of the teeth? I mean, seriously.
Let's see this through.
Ah, that's Titan Squats. $47 trillion to go. Oh boy. The grey-clad man taps his fingers on his data slate. His bulky head implant shows the surrounding things liberally with sparks. Showers it. 200 million. No, didn't account for the corrosion. But where? But where? The clerk winces and mutters mechanically. Tetris Quark. Rank. Free scribe of the Departamento. Catalogus. Quality. Quantity 1. Inventory. The inventory. His dry, reddened eyes fixed upon you. There is no road trader on the inventory. I can't give you anything before I fill it in the forms, so let's start with the retinue. He's stolen. He will continue to chat away unless a harsh action is taken. I have no time for this. The clerk gets to work enthusiastically. He hadn't heard you. Memory Adeptus Arbeits, quantity 1, non-standard issue cyber message quantity 1, physical integrity below average, configurations, secondary jaw, prognosis power, bias above units. No offense, but I would not trust you with inventory of Galato's beep. What with how deranged you are, and the thing that someone gave you the Expanse's entire teeth to freely kept discreet. An Ogrim quantity 1, extra shaggy. Easy eyes, unencumbered by intelligence, anything. Norm equipped with Adeptus Astartes power armor from the Spaceballs arsenal. Note, send inquiry to the Fenris regarding possible theft. He's just categorized him as a Ogrim. Ulfar makes a superstitious gesture to ward off evil. Spilling blood of a harmless fool is a bad omen. The feebleness of the mind might spread to the killer. That is the only thing saving this filthy tongue the loss of the life. A servitor of non-standard configuration, quantity 1, frame, feeble, functionality, dubious, signs of subpar lobotomy event. This unit's degraded cognitive capacity is confirmed. The unit's functional value is unconfirmed, requesting termination of vital functions in the name of mercy. A mutant, most abnormal, quantity 1, scrawny, ugly, and undeferred. Adding the recommendation for disposal. The deeper my knowledge of your species becomes, the more I have to ask myself, how have you colonized so many worlds? How did you reach the stars to begin with? Sheer dumb luck, I think. Actually, not given the way we operate, probably was dumb luck. Mutant with the Abelstein quantity 1, the gill slit suggested ocean world origin. Note, skin desecrated. Placement in a liquid-filled tank recommended to avoid spontaneous disposal. The servant's colours are mad. Wait, did I just get called a fish? That concludes the inventory of the retinue. Proceeding to taking Road Trader. Alright, Road Trader quantity 1, bloodstain count on a tire 20. Could you turn around? 26. Equipment conditions excellent, limb count satisfactory, appearance unremarkable, still importance elevated. What? Yes, the assessment is standardized. Don't argue with it. The clerk touches him pensively and finally stops work sparking. Excellent, very good. We're almost done. Please take off your clothes. Please understand, I need time to, inventory taking. Just a couple of years. No, decades. The implants flashes again. Ah, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Then you open the path to the scratch data. That's where the inventory is. He's gone nuts. I mean, I was tempted to click on the take off clothes option just to see what the reaction would be. But yeah. Okay, some large creature going for an 8. Guardsman. Methinks he's gone
to victory.
Doolally. And he's gonna close that's gonna go through. Ship tastes like we hid in the containers when things started to look bad on the old Heartless. We'll climb out once to unload the goods at the port warehouse. I bet those thick-headed lawmen don't even realise they've viciously brought a couple of ratsies right to their precious hoard. Got no food here. Though when it's cold as the grave. It's fine, we'll manage. They're not gonna drag all this to the other side of the sector, are they? Soon Tree and Korea will be gone. Are gonna be the richest rats in the whole expanse. I don't think so. Nothing got off this world. Elastic gloves. Cool. That's the sort of thing you put on if you have like a really heavy
Venture forth.
kill type. There's a lot of dead things. I'll dig their way out. Oh look, guardsmen. They won't be able to be attacked, aren't they? The sand in the alley. Watch out! Why are they even hostile to me? Are you anyway? Oh, it's an amble! They're dangerous. So naturally I'm going to stomp it.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Wow, they got a lot of health.
Running binary override. Request approved.
Give it to that. I might need to put some damage decrease on this stuff.
Cogitation fails. My vow is to serve.
Yep. Ow. Hey. Ouch.
Let's get to it.
Unworthy soul.
Get multiple turns. Huh. I go for that for cleave, but I'd rather run her away. I just jumped onto mechanical stuff, I think. I want to shoot you. Immensely.
I understand your
Amble
intent.
Mother was here. What idiot put that
If
on the
it serves
transport?
your cause, fortune favors the swift. I am not your Xena. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Are you kidding? Now, what on
Me?
earth
If you insist, Lord Captain.
inspired somebody to put this on the transport
Isn't this a job for the
as
serfs?
teeth?
If I may.
Someone, I think.
Glato, we're undertaking this task. One of us would be enough.
the attack. Bite.
Let's test our skills, Gleito.
Again. Over here. Ow. This thing has come to me. Oh, look, some reinforcements. Cowards fight with cowardly ways.
Wolves rage. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
You'll make some sort of natural armor, don't you? Stagger, perplex. Foul hide. Okay.
See how the wolf succeeds. Cubs play. You become the All-Father's worthy instrument.
I just got to stack a load of these points on already. It's called for whee! Alright, someone's actual turn.
Gleito, we're undertaking this task. One of us would be enough.
Bite, got him.
Let's test our skills,
That's
Gleito.
my combat, and then we'll just.
Understood. Accepted.
I move over here. I can see Wolfer.
Easy.
Wolfer.
By the wolf's eye, perish!
Wow, we're actually incredibly accurate.
Become the All-Father's worthy instrument.
Yeah, not close enough. Let's do a reload instead.
I said so.
You serve. You serve me now. I'm not good. Can't see him though. I might as well take a pot shot on the floor.
They won't expect this.
Nice dodge. Also, Leto attacked immediately.
I said so done. Let's set this in motion.
Nice, I'm gonna like kill.
I said so done.
Leto should attack
Super
next.
seed pain.
Kill. He got through Ulfar's armor. I am hurt.
Integrity factor increased. Explorers know one route. Forward. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Do that to give him a boost. I shouldn't kill him.
If it serves your cause.
missed. I rare occurrence given her skills. Actually, I do then get
If I must.
point I can get the tail off him to get some tactic knowledge back on myself. Let's see. It's over.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
You know, we'll save her thing for later.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
No. Well, yeah, I'd say yes actually, but you know.
So it shall. I will carve runes out of your bone.
Hey, home, mama. Ow. That hurt a lot.
See how the wood hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
Thing is, Ulfar's turn isn't actually here yet. So he goes back to where he's supposed to be, which is above her.
If only that were possible.
Take him around. Pop up the airport attacks Cassandra.
Help me, Lord Captain!
Well, you intend to. You have 90% accuracy on this. Well, it's down to 700 now. The one thing is I can keep doing this, and I have still way more attacks to go.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
Jesus, look.
Wolves rage. My hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
I am strangely good at what I do.
I hunger for battle.
Yep. Got out some blue again. Run away!
Where did they go? I was not finished fighting yet.
I got 15 stacks of this.
So it shall be. I have become the All-Father's
Drop him
holy
immediately.
instrument. Wolves reign.
Ooh. You are under this. You know that, so it can't be.
It won't take long. I'll take it as priority.
So I can see exactly where he is. She is.
Understood.
Dead.
Easy.
I game very, very accurate. It is actually going to be a very long, long fight.
They won't expect this. That is how it's done. was a mistake.
She dodged a little bit, but couldn't dodge all of it.
Advancing. Quest approved.
Oh wait.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I can't.
System shutdown is premature.
You
I
have
will-
offered me another chance.
What was that? Get off the ground.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Ah, he's off the ground. If I run there, I can't shoot. Okay, this doesn't cost me. Oh, nice.
This tedium is beneath me.
Danse Macabre.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
That is a much more offensive position.
I understand your intention.
Right? He's actually unconscious. Do that and then go put ghost mode on so she
If I must.
induces shadow. She heals nigh on constantly. One of the useful features about her.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Any chance you can hit the target? Oh, let's just reload. Okay, let's try it this way.
The wolf is on the hunt. In disgrace.
So the ambush should pop up.
Yet still standing.
Oh, we're not on the ground anymore, so. This Amber Mother's being a bit of a pain in the butt.
None can do better than a warrior of the All-Father.
AoE.
See how the wolves reign. Cubs play.
Shield dig. There you go. She can't sense where we are.
Keramite hide is strong.
That's the thing. She doesn't know where we are.
You've got a job to do, Glato.
Frex Prioris.
Fit Prioris, baby.
Accepted. No heretic escapes punishment.
Rapid fire! So there was one of those things here. I wonder how many of us got dragged in this thing. As well as we were going all the way over here, we could have had people hiding on stuff like up here. But I didn't like to do that, so I just went for a get 'em approach. Although growls come from either side, the moment you approach the south phase, blood starts pumping your temples into a vicious grin. Intimidating growl. The shield. That's probably it. Yo, Plato, could you go through here please and grab this? Thank you. Some more mastiff stuff, which can only be accessed by a mastiff. But then again, you know, he's got to come here down this one. If you can keep me in here.
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
Marching ahead.
Oh, you're back. You are back. That gives you 100 hounded look. His impact cackling ominously. You've eliminated the ambles? Good. I'm crossing them off to the inventory. How many injuries have you sustained? I must count for the units of spilt blood. Well, I thought it would stop you. I have a job to finish. You can't imagine how hard this is. The workload, the responsibility. Please understand. I'm on my own here. Well, almost. The clerk adds a conspirator little whisper. There's another scribe here. He works at night and listens to reports with errors. There used to be more of us. 5 died of exhaustion. 3 were killed in the collapse of T facets. 2 were eaten by the ambles. Another 10? No, 11? I don't know. The Administratum replenishments are so rare. This world is too highly classified. How did the ambles get here in the first place? Ambles? Repulsive, aggressive pests. They adapt to any environment. This world is infested with them. They got to the teeth and gobbled up everything they saw. And I had to update the inventory. Always falters and turns into inconsolable weeping. I didn't realize consequences are for attempting to kill a rogue trader. Yes, death. But were you gone, the thief would have stayed here. You would have gone, giving me time. Being the target filling less form. Those are the only things that matter. Your confession doesn't nothing to diminish your guilt. You'll die for what you did, either here or following you to your return to the Administratum with a lengthy investigation. The Administratum? No, let me finish the inventory. Or kill me. What do I have to sign? Sign. It's incomplete. The scribe recoils and clutches his head with a moan. The inventory is my implant. It's my implant. And it's notifying me of unaccounted for assets all the time. My head is the inventory. Much as I hate to distract you, you are coming with me. The sobs and noses sparking head ready to follow. Jesus, how much stuff are they giving this bog dag to do? Did they actually think, you know what? Let's have some people to actually help out with this mess? What am I saying? It's the Administratum. You'll be lucky if they spared 3 people. I can't believe I missed something all the way back here. And it's a shotgun, no less. Thorough audit. We poked a nose into all the available containers on Lefos. i.e. we've nicked the lot. So they've so rarely sent anyone to actually update or keep handles on the teeth that they haven't actually. It's driven the poor dude nuts. There should be at least 20 scribes with him. Hey, my ship's here. Squish. Road Trader. We are now in the final stages of loading the progresses. Consequently, your shuttle has finally able to maneuver around the land. As soon as the matter of the inventory is settled, you'll be free to depart. Here's your clerk. What is next? We not have much left to load. The bulk of it is already on the barges, and the rest is being delivered automatically. We merely need to decide what to do with the living teeth. They have bred irresponsibly and are now twice as numerous as before. I am a kind of. What do you mean they have bred? Those guardsmen have been here with us for years, if not decades, and new ones keep arriving all the time. They disregard regulations, form clans, start families, and procreate. Such are pernicious consequences of their aimless existence, and proof of the lack of fortitude. And the fact that they were locked on a planet, and unable to leave. I mean, the guardsmen, you may be in teeth, but you sort of suddenly arrive like, oh, we can't use them. Have them guard the teeth. The non-living teeth. And when they get to a certain number, ship them off-world. As long as they're on a barge, they don't know where they came from. You can call it any planet. As long as they don't know it, you don't name what it is, they're fine. You should have been shipping the excess off-world. Or shipping the old ones off-world and giving the young ones. There are people not living fake teeth. Take everyone. If there's not enough room, throw out something rotten. And let's face it, rotten food is no good as teeth anyway. Nor is about taking her eyes off the data slate. Evidently, the fate of these people interest her only within the framework of statistics. They're settled. Your shuttle is ready to depart. We will take care of. Watcher of Lethus. The space around you suddenly fills with screeches and crackles that pour from every voxcaster and speaker. Then you hear a deep male voice. Query: invitation of the Von Valancius and its orbital station. Uploading coordinates into the shuttle's central cogitator. Complete. Purpose: finalizing the Oblivion directive. The voice goes into a guttural, gurgling cough. Tarry not, offspring. If you delay, we'll be blown up with all the extraneous subjects. Seriously? Who the hell? Blast it! Eager whispers, grabbing her data slate and typing frantic commands into it. Who are you? Answers. Yes, we have always had a thirst for our knowledge. I also satisfy your curiosity when you come to me. I need to know if you have what it takes to see this through. Now hurry. This world will soon cease to exist. Like a flash of the panicked red. The augurs are recommending an anomalous seismic activity. Someone started arming cyclonic bombs in the bowel of Lethus. Machine spirits are rejecting all counter-Iltanies. The planet is done for. We can't stop this. Her lips tighten into a white streak. Her data slate falls to the floor. The Protector raises her weapon, followed by the rest of the avatars. I demand an explanation, Road Trader. Why can't we block the Oblivion? Is this your doing? I'm just as close as you are. I'm going to explain. You seized the thief by somehow obtaining both the martial and administrative authorizations. Then an accomplice contacted you and tricked the machine spirits into activating the destruction. Looks like bombs, delivered years ago from the Von Valansis world. I should add, all that is left to do is get away and cover your tracks. Did I miss anything? Protector Yeager, you have no right to find a rogue trader on his own planet. Technically, it's actually my planet, so... Someone speaks each word with soft yet confident voice, somehow overriding the wailing silence, especially when the barges are being sent to Dargonus on the Marshal's orders. If that's not enough for you, I will personally vouch that Ubel von Valansis is not in league with some unknown criminal. Mostly I'll be watching. I trust your judgment, Proctor, and my mission requires vigilance and permits no compromise. Could we perhaps try to avoid bloodshed? That depends entirely on you and what you're about to tell me. I propose that will satisfy everyone. I will find out who caused this commotion and why, and then we will travel to Dargonus and go before the Marshal together. Your words could almost be as constructed, because she was aiding the investigation. The bolted mother rose slowly, as if overcome by an invisible obstacle. I see no need for further confrontation. Consider the issue settled for now. We will board your flagship and you will investigate the identity of the perpetrator. Let us return to this matter in the Marshal's presence on Dargonus. I know it's fluid everything, but...
Let's see this through.
Well, the order was given across the whole planet, so everyone will be moving these stuff into barges. So, somebody then sent an order activating the let's blow things up. To the orbital station. Except Zeech knows. That's his bread and butter. Secrets. And he's very good at finding them. Alright, you the psychos set the bombs off. Oh, what side? We don't trigger until we do.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Huh, Layfield's mantle. Cool. That's a weapon you give to a melee specialist. Alright. Time to find what's going on with this guy. A human torso was built into the massive cogitator. Countless cables entangle the shriveled body and snake under the pale skin. Identification, rogue trader von Valansis. Initiating the final stage of the Oblivion Directive. A ragged wheeze escapes the vox girdle, and the man's speech becomes more animated and bilious. You have arrived at last, offspring. At last, everything ends. Go on, take the last step. Confirm the execution of the directive, and in so doing destroy Lithos, take his riches, and free me from this unbearable vigil. You really do not know. Did she choose not to tell you, or did she not get the chance? It doesn't matter anymore. Yours is the blood of the dynasty, and so I am compelled to give you this answer. The man announces in a mechanical voice. Supreme Ordnance. The arrival of the head of the Von Valancius dynasty with the purpose of the extraction of the teeth triggers the immediate activation of the Oblivion Directive by the Watcher of Lefus. At the moment of the directive's activation, the machine spirits of the initiation systems are bound in Prometheus Proxima class Cognis shackles. The Cognis shackles cannot be removed by any means. The directive guarantees rogue traders' acquisition of the planet's assets and destruction of Lefus, presented as being caused by the actions of the enemies of humanity. Theodora's... Oh, so Theodora had a trick up her sleeve. So, Lady Theodora intended to steal the teeth from the start. She arranged the world's destruction to cover her tracks, installed a servant to keep an eye on things, and even made a contingency plan in case of her own death. All she needed was an opportune moment, like this one. With the expanse being torn apart, the planet's death looks convincing. Yes, I needed to exchange codes with the flagship in order to identify the vessel and its owner. I had to sift through onboard communication channels and systems to verify the new Lord Captain's data and his right to be one. You want me to claim the teeth for my own? I have long since been robbed of the luxury of freely expressing in my thoughts. I'm merely quoting Theodora's plan. This qualifies for a culprit's confession, except the culprit herself is dead, and judging this creature would be pointless. Still, must decide what to do next, road trader. Here's where I stand. Lady Theodora has violated Lex Imperialis, and the Marshal should be informed of the crime. If you are loyal to Imperium, you will send the teeth to Administratum and tell the Marshal Strands of the events of Lefus. You sir told something different. Something entirely different. Offspring, a prisoner of my own mind and these machines. Do not let my manner of speech deceive you. I am only following the orders vested in me. The part of my brain that controls my ability to converse and holds scraps of my personality was severed from my volition centers and locked into a cage of functional limitations. Call it thinking would be an overstatement. Imagine a corridor with all the doors locked except for one or two. That would be my consciousness. Yes, a dark, suffocating corridor with fading pictures of memory and nail scratches on the walls. What does it matter what I crave for? Crave I am doomed to follow orders. Yes, I need you to complete the Oblivion Directive and trigger the station's shutdown so I can be set free at last. And yet, in all these years, I have nothing but to bring my death closer. I can wait an eternity longer, suffering, but infallibly obedient. I was a threat to Theodora's rule, and she had my brain dissected. A sophisticated sentence to be humiliated, to live in suffering yet continue to serve the dynasty, perfectly harmless. Absorb this lesson, offspring. That is how a rogue trader metes out punishment. So you can brag about it with the scales and banquets? You are out of luck. There's an entire station attached to me. It supplies me power, and massive computing module lie below. Such is the price that you might make a small talk with me. Such a wasted of the sacred current of the motive force is unacceptable. I demand the immediate cessation of this unit's vital process, without the right to atone for its personal inefficiency. What else should I call you? The heir of the dynasty's throne? A young descendant? You may have grown used to people prostrating themselves before you, but to me, you are just a child. That is one question I cannot answer. Theodora did not wish for anyone to learn the name of he who has become the Watcher of Lefus. A flash of sparks along the exterior cogitator and the smell of burnt meat fills the air. The Watcher's voice is crackle and distorted. Name, Darius von Valancius. Status, transformed on the order of his younger sister, Theodora. Ouch. Theodora actually had her own brother. Did this to her own brother. The older brother. Which means, by rights, he should have inherited the dynasty. should have been the one for the dynasty. Had I been a legitimate child, yes, they would have written my name in gold into the dynasty's chronicle. However, my mother's origin, as well as certain other circumstances, were damaging for House von Valancius, so my inclusion into the family hit a snag. When Theodora was young, I was brought to Dragonus to be trained for the role of seneschal. When she became road trader, she refused to recognize me as her kin. She needed an obedient servant who wouldn't challenge her rule. Had I behaved myself, perhaps Theodora would have consented to call me her brother and an heir on her deathbed. As Theodora's senior relative and direct heir, I could lay claim to her throne, and I did. I intended to kill her and declare a search for her successor, and while it went on, to enter the Warrant of Chamber and assume the road trader's title by right of blood. Theodora exposed my plan, executed anyone who had taken part in this conspiracy, and turned me over to her tech priests. At first I thought Theodora was going to pay me visits, so she could gloat, but she never once appeared on the station. I have a different explanation now. For von Valancius, even punishment must befit his status. With a gilded prison and one-of-a-kind augmetics, so as not to have a pathetic servitor mar the dynasty's image. I do not know what kind of person you were, but I feel sorry for you. To be reduced to an expensive doll, a toy in someone's hands. No one deserves such a fate. I cannot ask questions about anything unrelated to my function. Now that you have brought it up yourself, however, no, I do not want to know. If I heard that she died by chance in the hands of an unworthy opponent, I would be gravely disappointed. After all, I have always solaced myself by believing that Theodora was someone extraordinary, and only because of this was she able to beat me. Technically, I can claim the Tifa is on my planet. I'm gonna say with my iconoclast rule. You are a better person than Theodora was. Do not take this as a compliment. It is an extremely detrimental quality for a rogue trader. Yep. Either dogmatic or heretical. Most rogue traders are more heretical, I think, because they are very self-centered. Unless you're the Psycho Pyra. The rogue trader has spoken. Barge will go where he has decreed. The Watcher of Lethus has served his purpose. I had hoped that I would feel relief. I know that it is there, locked inside my protocols, and she wanted me to know and not feel, and not to feel, and to not feel. She was a mean piece of work, and sadistic to the end. The Watcher's head hits a sunken chest. Even at the moment of his death, he was denied the elation of freedom. The vid screen of consciousness flicker, trying to process the influx of data, then fade all at once. Couldn't stop it. There's no way to stop that explosion.
Think right. loss for my sharp senses.
I almost got to the end there. Thankfully, I managed to stop us.
This Explorator is blessed with multi-functionality.
So there's no way to actually stop the Oblivion protocol. The Voxcaster hisses softly, drawing your attention. It seems someone has been healing you for some time now. Lord Captain, your immediate intervention is required. The barge you sent to Dragonis have been attacked by enemy ships that just emerged from the warp. At present, we do not know, Lord Captain, but we are already working on it. What ships are they? They carry no identifying marks, and the signatures are unreadable. All I can tell you is that they have Imperial construction. Methinks someone planned to steal the Teeth. They will set this all up to force the Teeth to to leave. And I bet you my bottom dollar that dear Inquisitor boy had a hand in this. Or the Administratum person. Let's get back and do some shooting. Well, I did say they're playing with plot maybe, so on the other hand we have had some plot. Big plot. And that was Theodore's own kin. Her illegitimate older brother. Who tried to go for the throne. As he had the right to do so. But she could have just killed him. Instead, she wanted to punish him in every way possible. To make him obedient, and deny him even the satisfaction of death.
Triumph awaits us.
Ooh, big. Imperial Universe class conveyor. Oh, we got our 3 ships. I'd like more. I like the background. It's like bombs at work. Cobra class destroyers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seriously? That's all you sent? It looks like they're all in the same direction as well. Reload. It's strange, I would have thought I had the ability to... Oh, no. Oh, not available. Ah, we're not available. A lot of that stuff's not available right now. It went boom.
Commence when it's fired. Helmsman, follow my command.
It just has my range for my weapons. Fighters, go! Bring us glory of battle! Nice, you killed him as well. It says it's 4. Oh, there's one behind us. 2 behind us. I only saw the one in front. Whoops. They're gonna shoot the backsides. I have to do a lot of shooting trying to kill these things. Need to be big ships. How the hell is one of us swimming boat? That's fine, because we've got 2 ships here that are going to start shooting you. They're trying to leave. That's a good gun. The Heartless. Woohoo! It's not going to shot hit me. So the course plot, which means they just won't go in a straight line. They're heading straight for where they want to go. More ships are arriving. Ooh, that's a nasty ship. Ooh, they're just out of my reach. So I'm gonna move to here, mosey to here. Annoyingly they're just out of my reach. You, turn around. Thor class, Falchion class, Cobra class. These guys move first, so they get out of the way. Where's Pascal? I'm pretty sure I had it in his post. I had the shield master in the post. I handicapped. Still move behind. Moving from them, so they got to chase after them. These guys are big ships, though. They've got first week things. They're gonna go after the transports. But that's doing tiny amounts of damage. Here comes our own Thor class. They've got priority things. They won't target the loot. Go, Furies, go. Hopefully these things don't kill me when they fly into me. Unless they've stopped to show baby. I need to move my main ship around here to deal with these little guys that are targeting. Range.
Adjust heading.
Might hit. Shame. I love how I've got this thing, but it's not actually so good picture. Portrait's not here. Hopefully they won't run out of fuel for a bit there. Well, they went to all these, that's fine. Again, they're doing tiny chip damage. Ouch. Bigger gun. But then again, he's got a much bigger, he's a bigger ship. They actually fired on the... Ooh, they went for interceptors. Big ship moving. All enemy ships have arrived. And everywhere! That's where I want to go to.
Let the enemy burn.
I need to take a step forward and get with this cannon.
Engage the lance batteries.
Let's see. We are going to have to. Book it to the other side of these guys.
Helmsman, follow my command. Deploy torpedoes.
Some overdrive. Oh, the cooldown's finished. I had the ability like ages ago, and they don't cool down. Cooldown's not finished. Reload the guns. These ones run around their own. Yeah, there's a lot of these frigates around here. Like my frigate's not moving. That holds this guy up, it'll be annoying. Well, these guys want to loot. Well, for an entire sector. He's one of the big guys, so if we kill him, we'll got some. away, just ram them. Yeah, you guys obviously want to move. Things started to activate.
The enemy shield is down. Time to unleash a counterattack.
Better walk, jump. Let's get out of here. Flee! No.
Fire.
The dark void will erase their colors.
No. Turning around so we can do it. Much. Whee! Go boarding party. Deal some damage. He's in a bit of trouble now. See internal fires, so he's taking damage return. And the warp drive means the ink doing is reduced by fire, so he's going to be really slow trying to turn around. Also, I don't have the reach to do anything else. You need to move. Go with front shields. My buttons are all the way to the top. Move from there, go to there please, so these guys can move. You're in the way. Guys, let's get higher. Right over there. Cool. Now, I would like to know why my sword frigate is not moving. Parked himself and he's not moving. Again, big guy needs to be killed. He's taking damage. Because he's facing away from everybody, he can't do anything. Shot. Take damage from walking through there. Asteroid's belt. Fire. See, they won't move because my ship, for some strange reason, has parked itself in front of. Plasma torpedoes! That's a good hit. I need a follow-up hit.
Batteries.
Smite the enemies of humanity.
Bloody thrones are gonna die! Those things are one of the engines! Well, like I say, they're a little temperamental. Fire that here to kill, take him.
Let the enemy burn.
Another enemy sundered by the void.
Let's see, this one's a flat cannon on this side.
Macro cannons, volley!
Nice hit. Me this one. Try to volley into this one here.
Destination locked in.
We broke their shield, Lord Captain.
We have indeed. Just like the other Falchion class, let's just go play. Do some damage to you. 38. There's no point in saying that, mate, you're dead. There. I know I did there with that one, but it's worth a shot. You gotta flee. You're shooting at him, but he's not exactly doing as much damage as he hoped. And I have full shields. Final lance cannon. Going after the torpedoes. If I have a range on them, they should be able to run around and get them.
The dark void will erase their colors.
Mein Leben! This'll be annoying. I would really like my ship to move so that the guys can leave. Push through. At least they're moving. Ready for what? Yeah, these guys would move, you know. Be moving if you could get out of the way. I almost killed him.
Helmsman, follow my command.
Swing it around.
Commence lance fire!
Do not miss your chance, Elan Tuck.
Nope. We shall not, my dear Aldari. So we can access half our stuff, which is fine. They're fleeing. Okay, game, what is going on with that frigate? If the battle won't end until the frigate leaves, then we're in problems because that frigate, for some strange reason, has decided it wants to park itself permanently there and never leave. Well, they're running out of fuel, so they will soon explode and cease to be an issue. How's everyone going with that ship that was should have left? And now that's your turn. Ba-dum! He's going to try and flee. Do I have to kill everybody on this field? No, my ship doesn't want to move.
A breach in the enemy shield has been revealed.
Your thing wore off. I'm going to re-administer that. So he can walk his speed slow down by 5, and he's on fire. Give me some extra range, please.
Commence fire.
Bullseye to the front.
Deploy torpedoes.
Oh, it's actually front shield's still being boosted. They're trying to flee. But they are going to flee. Well, I am minding the fact that you're willingly standing there to shoot at these guys, but for the love of God, please run. Please move out of the way of the barges. These guys aren't even fighting, they're just now cannon fodder, they're being shot continuously. They have returned to the ship. Right, which way is this one?
Let the enemy burn.
Oh, he's dead. I can't swing far enough around to. See, any of my other moves will be able to spin round fully. When you get them, this. What about here?
Direct our course. Purify the battlefield.
Well, there's a gun no one use on the other side. Goodbye.
None will lament their demise.
And now it's just these interceptors. He's licked it. He's gone. He's out of here. And then there was one. So please, ship, move. For the love of the Imperium and the Holy Throne of Terror, relocate yourself.
Folly.
See, I can't swing around far enough, fast enough to get him.
Torpedo. Destination locked in.
What does this do?
Adjust heading. Helmsman, follow my command.
Get him! Fire lasers!
They pale before our
Oh, they didn't make it at the
master of
end
the void.
because my ship parked itself in the middle of the field lane and refused to move. Report in. All enemy vessels destroyed. When will these upstarts get the message? You attack a road trader, you'll be floating in the void like a dead rat in a lower decks soup. Big as soup. Who were they? Well coordinated, well equipped, signatures encrypted. Those weren't some nameless void rebel, they were professionals. Mercenaries, Lord Catan. How did they know where we were? The rocks relay the sound of hearty spitting. Traitors. Some of them had infiltrated the crew. A dozen voidmen, a few officers, and Throne, even one astropath. That eyeless scumbag sent his mates the system coordinates when we arrived. The ships must have been patrolling this region in hopes of discovering Lefus. Master at Arms handled their interrogation personally, and she managed to break the most resistant ones. In short, we learned what they wanted, that they wanted to destroy part of the Teeth and retreat. Strange behaviour for pirates, wouldn't you agree? The last one spat out a cryptic warning along with these entrails. By the time you get back to Dargonus, it'll be too late. Don't know exactly what that means. Exactly. And what are the barges? Successfully translated into the warp and are now on their way to designated quarters, Lord Catan. Return to Dargonus. The planet exploded. Nothing remains of the world of Lefus. Well, we are actually at the end of the stream, but I would really like to see what's going on. Part of the Teeth. They want to destroy part of the Teeth. Not the whole of the Teeth. Not the thing entirely. Part of the Teeth. So the question is, what was so thingy that they had to take care of that? They had to attack a road trader's ship to do it. She caught so of what's his mind. Oh, lovely. Another fight. Well, Marazai wants something to do. In dangerous ones, it's not guaranteed you're going to be fighting, but a good chance of it. On deadly ones, you're guaranteed you're going to be fighting. At this stage, with my crew that I've got, that's not much of a threat. We be very deadly. Turtles and a turret.
Another battle demands our attention.
Well, Pascal's the deadliest one going when it comes to turtles. Well, not exactly shrinking violet either, but
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
and then do this.
My vow is to serve. Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Yeah, exposed weakness and he's straight for the on this side, so eating on a good day. Unfortunately, I can't attack again. Ooh, a bit more than that.
Approved.
including a corrupted tech priest. Mara's eye is just deadly.
Grace of madness. Slow and painful is the way.
Yes, is there a fourth one as well?
Kneel before me, prating.
That thing is I can then do Dance Macabre. Well, that matters. I can still move to here and then do a dash attack.
I will herd the prey.
I don't think his weapons do as much damage against organics.
It is hell.
Joe.
Watch. It would be beneath me to even attempt it.
Guilty.
If it serves your
Maintain
cause, I deal death with my hands.
My source goes painfully bright. I mean, I would love it if you
Mysterium is beneath me.
could just, boost your attack number of attacks
I understand your intent.
by quite a number. You're full getting close to Pascal. Mara's eye is also pretty nasty.
Revel in your terror. You flurrier of anguish.
Well then, time for me to have a fun.
I challenge you, Damget.
Switch bolters. Well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Wolves reign.
Of course, that's only applying until he gets closer.
Hungry come. Don't dishonor the wolf with some tasks. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. Wolves reign. I will burn runes out of your bones. By claw and fang, the foe will be torn asunder.
It's like, how many attacks can I make?
Play.
Lots. Yes, that is lots.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Dodge. Perfect. I didn't even bother dodging, like, no, I deny that attack. Deny me, you deny all weapons.
I have read tomes of military
That's not how this works.
tactics.
Yeah, close it off.
In the name
Not
of
all far,
House
have
of
an turn.
Thano, I shall prevail.
I hunger for battle.
I don't think there's an attack limit.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father.
No, I don't think there's an attack limit. Is it just
Wolves reign.
how many can you?
In distress. So it shall be.
Make one free.
See how the
I don't have to worry about spending some points. I mean, so to swap between attacks so he can keep his versatility going. So that's how he keeps the versatility going up.
So shall it. I will carve runes moons out of your bones!
Oh god, you don't. You just keep going. It's like an engine of the money.
Cubs play in disgrace!
I mean, I've actually run out of attacks.
The wolf is on the hunt.
I've got multiple fiends ahead of us. Oh, yeah. And now back to Cassandra for her turn.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Yeah, but you know.
The undesired successfully terminated.
You missed. It's like back, forward, back, up, down, up, down, up, down, up.
That is foolishness.
Constantly like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's actually my turn now. Yes. Oh. Nice.
Mistake.
I mean, it's seriously just a case of bing, 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 bing.
I know what to do.
We just bounce back, forward, back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. With attacks, it's like continuously.
As said, so done.
I could also do this, refill my gun and just fire all my shots.
Easy.
I don't think I can see him.
I know what to do. As said, so done.
Now it's that Melrose thing. Dash me forward.
They won't expect this. Easy.
I mark my path with ruin! I will savor your delectable anguish. With grace and malice.
They don't have it. They don't do any damage though. Urvarvu.
With good cheer before me praising!
That's better.
Bill, I'll revel in your terror!
There goes. Tech base, I don't know why we suddenly spun round for that, but
With grace and malice.
why did we suddenly spin round?
I define the outcome. No foe too great.
And I mean that literally killed them. Let's shoot this guy.
Let's set this in motion.
1,
I know
2,
what to do. Mistake.
and I can't hit anybody. Oh. Round 2.
Explorators know one route. Forward. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Dodged. Wait. Hold on. The only person who actually loot balls is the Tech Priest. Everything else is, well, not a thing. Right, now the Tech Looney's out of the picture. It's like, yay. I don't even get... I wouldn't do it, but I run out of points. It looks like each of my pilots now have the highest tier things done. Your lordship, a monstrous storm has broken out on Janos. Apocalyptic anomalies are tearing Agri world apart. And in the epicenter, in the corrupted sector, something must be done before the whole colony is destroyed. We must find the source of this madness. The moaning earth, purple glow in the sky, fires crashing on the ground from above and turning all touch the ice, terrible noise screaming through the cities and killing anyone who hears it. The furious storm has covered half the continent. We can't see the we can see the epicenter of our orbit. The ruins of the xenostructure complex. And what we thought to be debris of buildings has turned out to be a machine, and now it rouses from its sleep. Blue and purple lights from the spheres fuse into it. The only relative safe areas are those parts of the corrupted sector that have been scarred by our weapons. For some reason, there are few anomalies there than in other places. The deadly spirits have become more material, and now everyone can see that they are not dancing. They are fighting and chanting two names: Helcreon and Kesai. Thankfully, there are much fewer of them than there were before. Gaps are being appearing in the horrific cyclone and dance twisting about the epicenter. The escort squads report that the Emperor protected them this day. They advanced through the corrupted sector with few casualties. Our people reached the Xenos ruins at once, served as either a palace or a gargantuan machine. They've encountered an extremely high concentration of spirits. It appears the spirits are fighting among themselves, with two particularly vivid ghostly figures among them. One of these prominent spirits radiates blue light and seems to be clad in Aldari armor. The other is engulfed in purple flames and clad in Xenos ceremonial raiment. The utter sounds reminiscent of Aldari speech, but any attempt to translate them have proved unsuccessful so far. It is an old dialect from the time before the fall. Order your warriors to aid the spirit wreathed in blue. It fights for the Lilithan's purity against the despic of sorcery. Even an echo of the spirit's voice enough to understand that his cause is just. I can teach your people how to explain to the blue spirits that they are not their enemy. So strange it is to hear the words of our ancestors, those who witnessed the apex of our glory. I find myself rather enjoying the words of the spirit clad in purple. That one is the master of delights, a commanding prince of wisdom, so much more compelling than the pompous blue-flamed Aful. Have your servants support the purple-sheathed one, and I will tell them the right words to stop the purple phantoms from slaughtering them. Ugh, what does it matter what those spirits are babbling about? They both must be slain. At Verta, turn your warriors and inspire them to fight for their homes to the very last. They've already made a sacrifice to get this far. Remind them what those sacrifices were for. The scouts attacked, destroying the purple spirits one after another. The blue phantoms recognized their new allies and did not harm them. Once the battle was over, the dignified spirits, swathed in blue flames, reached out to the scouts' forts, granting them visions. The planet, which was inhabited by the Aldari prior to the fall, at some point became one of the many theatres of war between the sensual excess, the dogma that reigned over the Xenos of that time, and aesthetic self-restraint. The local ruler, Kesai, was enlightened and wise, yet unsusceptible to the depravity. In his desire to transfer his soul to another form of existence, he created a mechanism that would let him take over the bodies and minds of all his people. One of the ruler's bodyguards, named Halcyon, rose against the tyrant and mortally wounded him, but could not stop him from merging with the machine. Halcyon then gave his life to bind his own spirit to the device and continue the fighting therein. This tragic conflict marked the end of all Aldari on the planet, but preserved an echo of their souls and those of their leaders. Then the spirits disappeared, but for how long? The bodies of the fallen and a strange relic discovered amid the ruins were the only proof that, for a single day, Janus was once more engulfed in a war between long-forgotten fallen Xenos. Hey. don't know why I can't do all the other projects though. Once I've already done them all. And those are the ones that are being blocked off, I think. Yeah, they're blocked. War. That was a big fight between the two factions. This is running on a little long. I really want to see how this turns out. What's going on with that on Dargonus? Also, before we do that, yeah, why were you not assigned? You should always be assigned. Hey. Everyone's upgraded. They're missing some extra points. Not sure why, but they're missing them. Yeah, you had the ability to deploy multiple things. Urvaravu. Oh well, we're leveling up, so when we get to the next level, we'll see what's happening. There will be enough fights to get to there. As report, Lord Captain, the barges carrying the Thief have been seized and are heading off in an unknown direction. Multiple sources are voxing the flagship at once. They detect the signatures of several noble houses and the administratum. We get reports of it being an order of the Adeptus Administratum. We received several official forms to the effect that Dargonus' orbit is currently deemed unsafe for the Thief storage due to unspecified specific threat that has sprung upon the world of your absence. Starting for 7 minutes. The messages have no discernible structural cause, professions of loyalty, audience requests, even pleas for leniency. One thing is clear, Lord Captain, something has agitated the upper echelons of nobility. In other words, they are scared. Your request has come to the Palace of Justice in person. The prefect speaks of a terrible heresy that is threatening the Von Valance's protectorate. While you are away, steps were taken to prevent the spread of the corruption. However, your presence is required to make the final decision. Prefect Volter will meet you in person under confidential conversation. Oh, my throat's gone so hoarse. It seems the law faltered on Dargonus as soon as its master left it, unattended. The strange reports from the ground sound strange, if not outright suspicious, but only you can put an end to heresy on your own planet. As you wish, Lord Captain. He's right, I can't ignore it even if I wanted to. More stuff for me, please. Go back to the Palace of Justice again. Yeesh. I'm gonna, not just for fun, take Mazarai. I doubt I'll be having to open locked doors. And if I have to do that, I'm going to be sad. Yeah, but someone... Prefect Inscribia Volta raises her eyes to you. Rogue Trader, Von Valancius, welcome back to the Palace of Justice. That is why you are here, is it not? To learn why the world is distressed, why the air chain is charged with Vox transmissions. Any administrator worth their salt station would be concerned. Disruptions to established processes always lead to, well, no matter. The prefect peers at your face. Her voice sounds strange. Deeper, calmer, less cantankerous than usual. Have you ever pondered the nature of the heresy of Lancius? Perhaps to your mind, heresy is limited to Xenos warp-spawn and insurgents. But there are other heresies, whose existence is far more easily forgotten. Those of negligence, of avarice, of confusion and disorder. The prefect gives you a different look from before. The century-old weirdness in her eyes dissipates for just a moment. There is surprise and piqued curiosity in her expression, both of which, however, she quickly conceals behind the usual veil of aloofness. It always treads quietly, unbeknownst to its ultimate victim. I believe both of us have given us thoughts in recent days. No trade of Lancius, in accordance with the amendment issued by the Dipsis Administratum, you stand accused of countless heresies against the sacred teeth and well-being of the protectorate. All related statements have been formulated, and the evidence of your crimes registered. The proceedings will commence as soon as you and your accomplices present yourselves as the accused. Eyes of a snake. A trial awaits you, you bell. This was all one carefully orchestrated spectacle, wasn't it? The prefect, who was about to turn away, stopped and glanced back at you with a fatigued look. What? No awareness. You spied on me. You knew every word I said. How does this feel to sneak? Your taunt hits its mark. An angry grimace passes over the prefect's face. She immediately recomposes herself, but it's too late. You saw how much your words offended her, and she knows that you caught her reaction. Unsustained conjecture mixed with an inflated sense of self-importance. I am honored to do my duty wherever his will commands me to be. You want to go to Lefus yourself. A foolish mistake. Prefect. Your impatience was too obvious. Yet another painful crease appears on the prefect's brow. You feel content that your comments got to her. I simply wish to do what you as Theodore's successor was supposed to do. Protect the sacred teeth. There's no point in trying to present my reasonable desire in damning light. You twisted my report on Forrester to paint me as a heretic. All I did was provide a summary of the results of your expedition, a summary straight with dubious attributes such as the explanation of good intentions and de-emphasized consequences. The only goal has been to get your hands on the teeth from Lefus. Besides, not everyone is driven by greed and thrill-seeking rogue trader. I see your position as cloud your mind, regrettable but unsurprising. Without due discipline and judgment and reactions, it's only the most likely terminus. Coercion. Your blatant attempts to manipulate were painful to observe. The crude work of a talentless old crone who thinks herself worthy of judging those who are superior to her in every regard. I am too good at this that I literally destroy you in conversations. If we had a scald battle right now, I would rip you to pieces. The prefect's lip pressed together into a thin line that seemed to be the first real emotion she's ever shown was now breaking through. Her facade, righteous fury. I am your protectorate's last hope against the jaws of anarchy, irresponsibility, and complete unravelling. I alone can save this part of the Imperium that had the misfortune of falling into the hands of those whose only motivation are profits, excitement, and feeding their own egos. Volta takes a few trembling breaths as she finally calms down and seemingly becomes conscious of her own outburst. Without giving you another glance, she gestures to the arbitrators. Escort the accused to his proper place. For a moment, the arbitrators exchange glances. They may be prepared to take you into custody, but the Prefect's furious outburst has not gone unnoticed. I don't have the effects of this. Athletics of this. Gives a dispassionate nod to the outsiders behind you and turns away. I will destroy you in a court of law. I am the law. Yep, and now she's sat on the throne. My throne. In the name of the God Emperor, Von Valance's dynasty, it stands accused of betraying the Imperium. To the murmurs of all, the Prefect picks up a scroll bearing the Administratum's seals. The trial is public so that all may see the rogue trader's heresies and know their status and power and no shield against a righteous punishment. Marshal Scratch, you have the floor. State the list of crimes against the Lex Imperialis that will be examined here today. With practiced skill, Scratch's voice reverberates throughout the hall. Conspiring to steal the sacred teeth, undermining the legitimate authorities on an imperial world, involving sorcery and damage to the teeth, conceiving and executing plans to disrupt sector-wide teeth shipments. Now I'm going to search. I know this whole pack of lies. All you hear in response to Starcher's continuing list of charges. You go around and are met with a number of bewildered, frightened and confused looks. The clerks of Administratum seem to have worked hard to make the obvious feigned proceedings look like a genuine trial. Let the record show that the defendant disregarded the opportunity given to him to repent, which only adds to the gravity of his guilt. We will proceed to the examination of the individual teeth heresies committed by the defendant. Conspiring with the captain of the Heartless to steal the sacred teeth, upon arriving on the Rykard Minus, the rogue trader aided the captain Sargona in loading the teeth onto his ship under the cover of a planetary riot. No, I didn't. The place blew up. Yuel von Valancius later eliminated his accomplice using the Adeptus Arbite's force led by Proctor Hanthor. The Protector attempted to appease the rogue trader's greed by offering the frigate known as the Heartless in exchange for the safety of the teeth. Wow. After realizing the utter incorruptibility of the Arbites, the rogue trader attempted to destroy the teeth ship. Only the timely intervention of the Proctor saved the sacred tribute. Then the rogue trader boarded the ship in an attempt to seize the teeth. His actions led to the death of a squad of Arbites. Protector Anthor alone survived the rogue trader's murderous ploy. Yuel von Valancius personally eliminated his accomplices. Captain Sargona, in order to destroy the evidence of his schemes, looks up from the scroll and sweeps an indifferent gaze over you. Do you have anything to say in your defense? I have fantastic coercion. I can but appeal to your common sense. Marshal Strash, can you recall even one instance where a heretic attempted to steal the teeth while taking a few dozen arbitrators along for company? You're talking nonsense. With all due respect for Solomon's capabilities, if I had wanted to get rid of him and his arbitrators and steal the teeth, there's no way he could have stopped me. I've got a point that I literally had a ship and he didn't. There's nothing he could have done to stop me. Frowns doubtfully. It is certainly an unorthodox tactic, perhaps even suicidal. No, I can recall no such cases. Let a new charge be added to the record, attempting to initiate an official marshal. I hope they do not need to remind you of your duty. A suspicious look. The prefect turns to the document. Back to the document. According to the calculation of the teeth transferred from the Heartless, the Administratum was short 3 units of volume. It is presumed that the rogue trader did not risk seizing more than the presence of the Proctor, but even 1 ounce unaccounted for makes the teeth incomplete. Let's move to Thracia. This world is underpaid the appropriate teeth amount, the crime that should have been reprimanded demanded by the Rogue Trader. Escorting Proctor Anfor to the backward world, Proctor, you are hereby called to testify. Describe what happened on the planet. When we arrived on Freresia, the Rogue Trader and I were drawn into the machinations of a planetary governor. He used sorcery on the Emperor's anointed. The Rogue Trader managed to overcome the effects of the ritual and do battle with the heretic. The governor was executed and we... A lie uttered in the Palace of Justice is a serious offence, Proctor. Galeto, retrieve recordings, Freresia 84 Alpha. Prefect nods to the Marshal, who removes the device from his belt. The press of a button and Galeto responds with a sharp metallic clang. Silas's entire body begins to tremble, his feet clawing up tiny sparks. He projects a pitch recording from his eyes onto the floor. The footage depicts the scene from Galeto's viewpoint. The quality is terrible, but you can make out the hall where the sculptor is conducting the sinister ritual. You see Maeve interfere with the ritual, and the beam of warp energy connecting the two of you. You hear Solomon's command, the scene changes, and you see Maeve, or rather yourself in Maeve's body, wandering through the streets of Freresia. Next, it brings you back to the hall where Solomon's firing on the altar. The events of the recording are echoed by a dragging pain in your muscles and fog in your head. Solomon's face turns lifeless and knuckles white. I thought my wholehearted loyalty to the Lexan was obvious, but you were monitoring me, dealing tabs on me like some kind of outsider, like a non-arbitrator. You even dragged Galeto into it too. It would have been better if you just installed your damn recording device than me. As we can observe, Proctor Anfor destroyed the heretical altar, and then a fight ensued in which the Psyker died. There's not a single shred of evidence that the Rogue Trader actually overcame the sorcery. It's more likely that the person standing before us is a heretic and a creature of corruption. Conscious of this body as my own, any Psyker capable of mind reading can confirm it. Arch an eyebrow. You must be confident if you are offering yourself up for examination by a Psyker. Marshal? The old woman stares at the arbitrator without blinking, as if hypnotizing him. Finally convinced that the Marshal's conversation with you is over before it even began, she returns to her papers. Period leaf through the few pages in a folder. The court also takes note that the Copernicus and effects of the Rogue Trader's handling of the Emperor's servants entrusted back to his authority. Since arriving from Freresia, the Rogue Trader has done his duty by passing judgment on several subjects in the hall of this hallowed hall. The pixel sheet of notes and wrinkles her nose. Convenience at the local host furnaces and loss of value astropath resulted in the appointment of a new Choirmaster. That same day, he lost several messages of utmost importance for sparking a war between two Kronos expanse worlds. As of now, one of those worlds has been completely destroyed and the other deemed uninhabitable. A scroll that carries ecclesiarchy seals. Allow me to read out the decision. The honoured representative of the St. Joris mission. We brand the one who dared subject Annia to the holy votary of the faith to be a martyr's death, a heretic, an associate evil of every kind. This is a very well orchestrated plan. Lord Monos, deemed to be alive, committed a transgression of soft-heartedness in ruining his family enterprise. He released all his convicted workers and terminated the contracts with his primary suppliers, citing their moral qualities. His action resulted in 12 kilotons of undelivered food rations for several recipients. First, the Administratum was unable to do its duty and asked for help, and now it has the audacity to criticize the verdict of the Rogue Trader. Prefect, your accusations do not merely cast aspirations on the councils of the Administratum, they challenge the sanctity of the decisions of the Emperor's anointed. Nope, don't want that. I hit the wrong button. No, let's go back and do it all over again. I'm not reading it all over again. I hit the button. My finger was on the button. It twitched. On the other side, I did get a achievement for that. The defense rests. Oh god, all again. I had higher athletics, I could beat him up, but my coercion abilities were pretty high. So this has been her plan from the get-go. To steal the Thief. Or more accurately, to steal the power of the Rogue Trader. Because she's doing everything in her power to make it out. Free, boop, free, boop. Uh-huh. Alright, so we go to trial. I'm not gonna wing it. On Lancius. Boop, 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 boop. Number 2. Felicia is a pick recording. That's it. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2. Silence, Marshall. Don't interact with him. You're quite... Perfect. No. I couldn't have done any better, Prefect, no matter how fervently you yourself to be a protector, an appointment you bestowed upon yourself. Wow. These are all my stats, so I'm going to choose the thing of persuasion. A poor outcome is possible even in every case. If I had chosen a different path, the Prefect still would have found fault with it. The Adeptus Arbites never hesitate in the passing judgment, for the Emperor's guise the hands that fulfill its duty. The Rogue Trader has delivered judgment as was his charge, therefore his decision is blessed by the God Emperor. Did that. Marshall, enough. Stop falling for his perfectly powerful, incredibly powerful persuasion techniques. I mean, seriously, he's got persuasion, commerce, and coercion so high. He could probably convince Khorne to turn around and help the Empire. Marshall, enough. Not a single muscle twitch on her Prefect's face, but her eyes blazed with barely suppressed annoyance. Moving on, the defendant was placed in an unprecedented position of trust by the Adeptus Arbites and the Administratum. He's entrusted with the coordinates of the world where the thief of the entire Emperor's expanse was held. As agreed, he defined and was to transport the sacred tribute to Dargonus. But what did he do? Marshall snaps his fingers over Lazar's head. The Simon Mastiff flinches as if from a bolter shot, but obediently plays another recording. You recognize Solomon's voice. So, Lady Theodora intends to steal the thief from the start. She arranged the world's destruction, cover her tracks, and let it so son to keep an eye on things. And you made a contingency plan in case of her own death. Opportune moment like this one. When the expanse being torn apart, death looks convincing. Thief theft orchestrated by Theodora von Lancius, committed by the defendant, witnessed by Protector Anfor. I send a portion of the thief for the rebuilding of the expanse. It will serve the people better than leaving it to rot in your coffers forever. It's actually true, that was my intended goal here. The sacred thief is not intended to be used by anyone other than Adeptus Administratum, the deliverers of his will. Do not turn to look at the scriber, but you have no doubt about whom he is addressing. The Adeptus Administratum, like the Adeptus Arbites, only oversees the allocation of the thief. I do not need to remind you of that, do I, Prefect? Only see the allocation of the thief. Volta sets a pile of papers down heavily on the lectern and raises her eyes. Well, the proceedings are nearing their conclusion. The prefect looks around at the nobles of Dargonus gathered in the hall. The record of sins and heresies presented in the servants of the God Emperor have revealed the rogue trader's true essence. And the verdict is grim. For his thoughts and deeds were not meant towards the service of humanity, but the indulgence of his own greed and petty ambition. Today you are here to witness the act of righteous judgment, and the downfall of the von Valancius dynasty. Houses of Dargonus, do you reject the authority of this heretic? Ah, Oban Drivestein. If I might interrupt Mistress Volta. Oban Drivestein, governor of Dargonus, visibly nervous at the sight of the armed arbiters, nevertheless raises his head haughtily. We are much obliged to you for arranging this gathering. The emphasis on the last word leaves no doubt that the noble's presence at the palace is voluntary. However, all that has now taken place here does not change the facts. House von Valancius holds the warrant of trade. House von Valancius is a rogue trader of the dynasty, and no amount of legal contortions will change that. House Drivestein is loyal to the rogue trader. Ah, she was expecting him to turn. The rogue trader dynasty. Gaprak. Toria Gaprak makes a sign of the color. No shadow shall fall upon the name of House von Valancius or eclipse the radiance of the beneficent rogue trader line. Whatever your mechanical dog may say, House Gaprak is loyal to the rogue trader. My wolves are on my side. You'll find I made my upper guys rather loyal. Saucerback. He found out his own wife was in problem with the thing. Macharis Saucerback raised his head, his eyes burning with an almost deranged loyalty. Venerating the letter of the law is not fidelity to justice. Straying from the tenets of the lex is not discerning the essence of truth, and granting of retribution. The man is silent for a few seconds before he almost shouts out, House Saucerback is loyal to the rogue trader. Yes. My guys are on my team. You have no power here. You have no power here. Community word scene. Community word scene looks straight at you as if the prefect does not even exist. She makes a sign of Aquila and speaks in a low voice. House Wercian is loyal to the rogue trader. He's not one of the bigger houses, but they're still loyal sin to me. Proctor Adria Yeager. Hey, allow me to address you, even though I am not of the first families of Dargonus. Protector Yeager, Adeptus Arbites, Lephus Outposts. Ubel von Valancius made every effort not only to save the thief, but also the Arbites contingent stationed on Lephus. I propose that such an act would have been entirely nonsensical if the rogue trader was simply intent on simply stealing the thief. End of report. Prefect Volta stiffens, as though what she just heard has come as a very unpleasant surprise. Her thunder fingertips grip the armrest of a chair, her knuckles cracking. This world and its denizens are rotten to the core. The prefect straightens her chair with such force that you hear the arduous grinding of her implants. Her voice is cold and slightly tremulous. Decree GC 78189 supplement 982 for the thief, theft, participation in foul sorcery and other crimes against the Imperium. Ubel von Valancius is sentenced to death. The property of the dynasty is hereby confiscated and placed under the oversight of the Adeptus Administratum. Any last words, convict? I am fantastically good at this. Arbitrators. Volta and Strach believe that the Lex Imperialis is a collection of letters and forms to be played with as they please. They believe that you must blindly follow their orders. But whom do you defend? Humanity or these prefects? I call upon you to stand with me in the name of humanity, not the soulless machine of the Administratum. I am fantastically good at persuasion. And I'm an iconoclast, so makes sense. A moment of silence. Suddenly, one by one, the arbitrators raise their weapons and point them at the marshal and the prefect. Know ye, Bell. What you're proposing is not the God Emperor's justice. You're restoring the Lex Imperialis and placing your own ego above all else, even his will. I cannot accept this outcome. What do you suggest? The Prefect Vulture and Marshal stands the sentence of attempting to pervert the Lex Imperialis to death. The others must face your judgment in accordance with the Emperor's law. I'll let him do it his way. Well, I still think this will be better. I want to see if trust me it's better this way. Persuade him, well farewell. Gelato, ready. Arbiters, sentence to death. Carry it out. Gonna try to find the weak enemy. Missed! Let's fight the arbitrators.
Challenging me was a mistake. There is no space.
Oh no, these are
for
Zeta
mercy within
guys.
the Lex.
And you know what? We shall have this next time. I am the law. So the arbitrators have chosen to back me. Most I convinced them, even with a Dracari standing and Altari standing here. I convinced them to be on my side. Accuser. Wow. That's Beta, Delta, Strauss, Alpha. I don't like with what was the little beam coming out of their heads? I see. Oh, they're targeting people. That's fine, I shoot them all. But that's gonna be for next time. So when we come back, battle in the Palace of Justice. So until then, I'll catch you all later. See ya!